Okay, boo, 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 boo. Yeah, we're gonna vibe code. Yeah, vibe coding. So,
Yay!
so
Let's do
yeah.
it.
This is us just trying to dink around with some vibe coding. I think you've been doing lots of vibe coding out there. Is
Oh
that
yeah.
right, Sophia?
Oh yeah. I love vibe coding. The second all those AI vibe code tools came out, I use them all. And what I'm really excited about now is on-chain vibe coding because the tools aren't fabulous quite yet. So I like to test every single one, and I haven't tested Scaffold. So this is my
I'm here.
time.
Yes, I'm here to show
First
you a
time doing it. I'm
fabulous tool. Yes.
pumped.
The reason
I'm
why
so
it's
excited.
fabulous is because it has a front end and a back end, or a front end and Hard Hat or Foundry
Yeah.
in the same repo, and it's injecting so like as soon as you compile and deploy, it puts all of that into your front end. And then we have a nice front end that's like, here's how you talk to the contract. So it's like everything is already there to do a simple app. And the AI is just way better at taking something that's already kind of put together and then tweaking it.
Yeah.
So that's why this is going to be successful, I think.
I am so excited. I started off my whole Web3 developer journey doing all the scaffold tutorials. And for like my first 3 months of ever building any apps, I would just download the scaffold template and then delete things I didn't want and like keep the things I
That's a
wanted
lot.
and like plug and play. So that was how I built every app when I started out.
I love that. That's amazing. That's what I'm just going to shill speedrun Ethereum then first thing. Like, yes, we're going to be
100%.
using Scaffold-ETH today, but speedrun Ethereum is a great place to kind of build a bunch of things and get a bunch of the initial concepts of just like what kinds of things go on chain and how it works. And as you get through these and get to the over collateralized lending and the prediction markets, there's also like an onboarding program, and you'll meet Philip and me in the DMs. So speedrun Ethereum, good shill. Woo.
No, I love speedrun Ethereum. Genuinely, like anytime someone goes, "Hey, I want to start building in Web3. How do I get started?" This is the number one resource I send them to right away. You can really go from
Amazing.
nothing to being a full Web3 builder pro in
Amazing.
a month, a few weeks, depending how much
Okay,
fast you do
so
it.
I don't know what we're going to build, but I'm going to start this thing installing. So I
Woo!
just went to Scaffold-ETH 2 and grabbed npx create ETH, and I'm going to say something with Sophia. What are we going to build though? Usually I build like something simple, like a voting app or something. Do you have something simple you'd
Yeah,
like to build or something?
yeah. One thing I love doing is like a payment gate. I think that one's a really
Ooh,
fun one, so people
okay.
can practice payments. So you pay a little bit, and something gets unlocked.
Heck
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay, let's
that's
do
one
it.
that
Let's do it. Let's do it. So
you're practicing
let's
with.
have some like secret content or like a video or
Ah,
something. And our
ooh,
website
yeah,
will only show the video if you like pay us $1 or something.
exactly.
Heck yeah.
That's exactly.
Okay, cool.
I love
Okay.
that.
The first option there was hard hat or foundry. I'm an old dog and I chose foundry or hard hat, I mean, but most of the new dogs go with foundry because they can do solidity testing. I just picked hard hat randomly. I should have probably picked foundry, but I just happened to pick it. You at home, you Sophia, you can pick foundry. It's just the second option there. It's no big deal. Okay, then we're going to bring up our chain, right? We need to CD into our folder, and then we're going to yarn chain. And whether you're using Foundry or Hardhat, Scaffold-ETH kind of abstracts that for you and just runs the chain. So whichever, like with Foundry, you're running Anvil, with Hardhat, you're running something else. Maybe it is Anvil anymore. I don't
No,
know.
no.
Yeah. So we will, let's see, let's make a new one of these and do yarn start. So a lot of things happening here. I'm like, it looks like I'm launching a rocket here, but I'm bringing up my blockchain and I'm launching my front end. And that's kind of the cool part here is you have both of those things. You have both the blockchain orchestration, the smart contract testing, and the front end, and they're kind of glued together, and you get this nice little front end that'll come up for us. Okay, and then my stack is Cursor. I love Cursor and Claude. So let me fire up Cursor in this repo also. There we go. Awesome. Okay, I probably better zoom in a little bit. Okay. Oh no, Scaffold-ETH. I hope it's not that. There we go. Oh no, why is it? There we go. I had to hard reload. I had like a little vibe coded game I had made last night, and it was just like
Oh,
showing the yeah. Didn't that look
that's a
fun?
cool graphic. How did you get the graphic? Was it? Did it
That was
iPhone the graphic?
ChatGPT. Yeah, yeah, I do. I don't do anything myself anymore.
That is impressive. That's impressive.
I'll show you that. I'm gonna launch that tomorrow for the Build Guild, and we're gonna play like a little gambly game where you kind of do this
Oh,
like it's like a verifiable backend, but we'll do that later. I vibe
oh,
coded that in like 4 sessions. It took a little longer, but we're gonna do this in one session. But this is
yay!
Scaffold-E. So there's a couple interesting things that you get out of the box. One of them is like burner wallets. So notice I don't have like a wallet connected here. It just like came up and have the burner wallet automatically. And like I can get another address if I just bring up incognito and go to localhost and look at this is like this is like pink guy, right? Let me close that
Yeah.
again and bring up another one and show localhost again. Whoa, why did it do dark mode? That was interesting. But then it's like purple guy. So see how like it like maybe if you have like an only owner on something and you want to
Yeah.
test that like only the owner can do it and not someone else, then you could kind of have this guy be the owner and this guy not be the owner and then try it from both of them. So it's kind of like a way to quickly test things without having to like write a bunch of tests. But you should do
I
that.
love that. I think that setting up your private key and all that stuff is a whole issue for completely new Web3 builders. And then you can sometimes expose it if you don't know how to do it fully right. And
None of that here. None of that here. In
none of
fact,
that.
when we deploy, it will set up a private key for us, but it's going to keep it encrypted and we'll have to put in a password and do some other stuff with it.
Super cool.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We want to build. Oh, wait. Let me show one other thing. And that is once we deploy our contract, yarn deploy, and we'll just go locally right now. Uh,
How does it know what contract you're deploying?
yeah. So there is a starting contract here in the folder, whether you're having Hard Hat or Foundry, there's just like this like starter contract. And it kind
Ooh,
of has a lot of things in here just to kind of be ready to show the AI like here's all of these different data types. Here's an event system. Here's a constructor. Here's a modifier. Here's a function. It's just a greeter, but it kind of like brings everything together first. Ooh, let me turn on some lights. There we go. Nice. So there's like a template contract basically, but we'll trash that and set up our gated contract. But no, 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 Crypto Hunter again. Get out of here. Okay, let's see. Let's go to. Okay, so once you deploy your contract, it's going to exist in this debug contracts page, and you get this really nice interface. So this is our contract already deployed to Hardhat. We have the address. It like reads all the things like the greeting. We could set the greeting. So this isn't going to work. It's going to tell me something like I don't have any money. So I need to go to the faucet, but the faucet's really easy too. It's just like a little button right here. So now my dude's loaded up with money, and then I can say hello world, and then hello world happens. So you can
oh,
already
so
really start tinkering with it, right? Like maybe we want to have like a I don't know, like I guess there is a total counter here. So there's already a
mhm.
total counter. I don't know what it's doing, but let's make an increment function that like increments the total counter by 3 every time. I don't know why we would do that, but we're just dinking around here. We're like dinking around with Solidity. We're deploying it really quickly, and then we get it in the front end. Uh-oh, it didn't like that I did that. What didn't it like there? Total counter plus. Oh, whoa, I copied the counter. I don't know why I did that. Okay, here we
Key.
go. Here we go. We can only have one total counter. There can only be one total counter. There we go.
Yeah.
So now this will auto reload with our new total counter there.
And this is
Where
all in Sepolia?
this is actually, well, this is on base because it keeps loading the thing. But this is actually locally on Hardhat. So no,
Ah,
no, I don't even mess with Sepolia, to be honest. I go from
no.
localhost to an L2 immediately
Yeah,
instead of doing any testnet stuff. Just the infrastructure is not very good. But our
that's
total
fair.
counter
You have
is
to get
right
your
here.
own,
Go
go
ahead.
to
Sorry.
separate faucet and everything.
Yeah. No, I don't F around with faucets anymore, except for like this one right here on localhost. But look at we have our total counter is 0, and I can increment.
Cute.
Look at it's incrementing by 6. And notice I'm
Okay.
not like having to sign any transactions. I'm not having to change any chain ID. I'm just clicking, and it's incrementing our counter. Okay, token gated content. So we need to have some kind of information that we don't want anyone to be able to get to. Let's just prompt it. Let's just prompt it. Let's give it the contract. Let's give it the front end. So that would be this page right here. And let's just say something like, I have, what are we going to do? Like, let's just say a secret poem or something, right?
Yeah, I have a secret
Right.
poem.
Yes, that I only want people to see if they pay a dollar. Actually, let's just say if they pay 0.001 ETH, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, like make a button in the front end that pays into my contract 0.001 ETH. And once they do that, we will show them the poem. And by the way, I need you to write the poem.
Perfect.
Write the poem too. Okay, let's see what it does. Let's see how it works. So with Scaffold-ETH, you kind of have these buttons. Let me go to the docs real quick. You have these hooks. So they extend the WAGMI hooks. So you have this use read contract. It's actually use scaffold read contract and use scaffold write contract. And it just abstracts a little bit more than WAGMI does. It does some more wallet stuff and just like a little extra for you, but it makes it super easy for the AI to just pattern match and build something. So let's see how it's working so far. It looks like it's working on the contract, right? And let's do that later. And let's accept this. Oh, so poem price, right? So
Oh,
there's some price for our poem. It's already deploying a contract. Gosh. Okay. Poem
weird.
access. So any given address has access now. And once you pay, I bet, pay for poem, right? And that gives you access basically, right? And then there's some total access. Okay. Cool. Oh, quit doing Crypto Hunter, man. I don't know why it's doing that weird uh
Caching.
hashing. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see where we're at here. Okay, now it's doing secret poem.tsx. So it's got the contract built already and it's working on the front end now. So there's a secret poem.tsx. Okay. And
I'm
that's going to
so
use
excited to see the
where?
AI generated poem.
Yeah, yeah, like maybe the poem's going to be beautiful. Let's see. I hope it
We'll
is.
see.
Oh, look at, oh, here it is. We already can
Oh
see it.
no, it's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
about
yeah.
you.
I kind of don't want to see it yet, though. I kind of want it to be a secret even to
Oh,
us.
yeah, we can't know until we pay.
Right, right, exactly. And I guess we'd have to keep this like closed source, right? Like we're not like really, really hiding this. Like maybe we could hide it with like some kind of like ZK thing, but this is only like sort of hidden. Someone could like
Yeah.
dig up our code or find it. You'd have to do some extra stuff to really, really hide it. But I think this is good enough in terms of a dollar. Oh, wait, we've got a demo. Okay, so we have our account it's going to ask us to pay. Okay, and then it just shows the poem. Okay, it's it's built. Let's clean all this stuff up. Let's see, right? Like you said, kind of what you do with Scaffold-ETH once you have the working thing is you spend a lot of time like cleaning this stuff up.
That is the hardest part. I feel
Clean
like
up this
10% is getting the
stuff.
functionality and then 90% is making it look nice.
Yes, yes, exactly. And you know, we've got ChatGPT and other things where we can be like, give me a sweet like background image. Maybe I could go to ChatGPT real quick. Actually, let me put the poem into
So,
ChatGPT.
oh, that's cute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I even like it to design like a UI library or like tell me a to like, I use like a different like styles. You can do a brutalistic style, like rewrite the
Ooh,
whole thing using
yes,
brutalistic styling.
yes.
Um,
Or like use like a framework that looks like Windows 95 and you can and it'll just
exactly.
do it. Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Exactly. I found this, if I can find it, I'll send it to you. But I found this one prompt engineer that just lays out all of these style guides for vibe coding apps. And that's
Nice.
my favorite hack to make your app not look vibe coded.
Yes. It's funny, like even if you just like do an HTML vibe code, they all look the same. They have like these
They all look the same.
gradients and the buttons, like everything looks the same. Let's move this title up into the header. That's just like another little thing we want to do. And at the
Mhm.
same time, I hope I have, oh yeah, I've got ChatGPT over off the screen working on an image for me. And then we'll
Yeah.
bring that in and tell it to use it as a background. We're close, though. We're close. 1021. Deploying is always the hardest, right? Like putting it out on a live network is going to be the toughest. So we kind of want to have like a working prototype in the first like 10 or 15 minutes here. Okay, and we already have access, but maybe we could test it with like a real wallet. Oh, it's doing something else. Still working. Still working. And we kind of don't need this stuff either, right? Let's tell
Yeah,
it to
yeah, we
clean
can take
that
that
out.
stuff out because no one will need to tinker with it.
And
Remove
clean
unnecessary
out this
buttons.
stuff too. Please, hearts, hearts, hearts. When the computers take over. We want it to not kill us.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Yes,
It's human
exactly.
equals nice
Yes.
and kind.
Yes. Oh, it's doing a very Ethereum logo. Is our poem about Ethereum? It is about Web3. Web3 whispers ancient truths, decentralized and
Wow.
bearing fruits. Wow. Okay, here we go.
So
Okay, wow.
artsy.
Oh, it's like a little, look at this. It's like a little like candle in a book. Huh? Okay,
More,
that's what we're going with.
oh,
That's what we're going with. Okay, we're gonna
oh, I
call
like it.
this bg.png and I'm gonna drop it into my public folder here. Okay, and then I'll share that with the front end and say, was it bg.png? Can you find it? Yes. I've added this image at the, I think it's slash bg.png route thingy. Can you make it a full screen background on the main page, please? All right, send it. Here we go.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of close these things or accept and close. I also have mine. So, okay. So Stack is cursor. I've got Claude for Sonnet Max, and I also have it like on YOLO mode. So I get into the settings and be like, yes, please run everything, but no MCP here. Do you use MCPs a lot?
I am the biggest MCP fan to the point that I had to start removing MCPs because I've added too many
Too many,
MCPs.
too many. I'm confused by all these MCPs. That's funny.
They all get added. And but there is you should be very careful with adding MCPs because I install them on my local computer. And if they're not from a trusted source, they can
Ooh,
be dangerous. And I used to
yes.
just install like no one's business. So
Yes, I think that we should have some disclaimers here, definitely. We were talking about private keys in environment
yeah,
files, that's bad. But another one is just like running shit from people, like just
yeah,
grabbing some Git repo and like doing an install. That could totally like that could be it. That could be the end of your seed phrase right there.
that could be the end.
I would not want that to happen to you. Oh, look, it even like wrote a
Oh,
poem. Wow. Okay, so let's see. Do we have, oh, look at that. We've got our background image with our little thing. And then
cute.
if it's more long, oh yeah. Okay. Something's not working though. It's like thinking about this connected address a lot.
Yeah, that part's not fully connecting.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do we have some, let's go to the console. Maybe there's some error here.
Failed to load.
That's like, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna like take a picture of it and be like something.
Is wrong on our front
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then you can
yeah,
just
yeah.
copy paste the error.
I don't know. Let's try that and see if it figures it
What it
out. Maybe
says.
there's some errors somewhere. Maybe they, oh, you know what? I bet it tried to run a yarn start and it messed something up. I bet it's actually fine. Yes. See, there's like another local host. Okay, so the AI tried to bring up another front end at 3001, and we're still talking to the front end at 3000. And that's, I'm just going to stop it. I know that's the problem. Let's just close all that out and then we'll kind of like close all of these. I'm just going to restart it. There we go. Actually, I'm going to tell it to restart it. Like, go ahead and bring up a yarn start. And then it will know about it, maybe. I don't know. So it's going to bring, yeah, it's going to do the
I
command.
always say, like,
Here's the
run
yarn
it with
start.
no errors.
Please, yes, you can do it.
Like, sure. Run it and make sure it builds.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, and that's another thing is like when I do a deploy or something, I want to give it the commands. There we go. Okay, we're all connected. We have an address. Let's go ahead and just use my rainbow here, type in this, and then go to connect to localhost and get on the right network. This is another thing, like if you're on the wrong network, it'll switch you over. Oh, we're on. Oh, this probably won't let us do localhost because it's Rainbow, right? Okay, back to
Yeah.
back to
Yeah.
burner wallets. For now, we'll just use a burner wallet. We'll grab some funds from the faucet. We'll pay. We'll see our poem. Okay, it's all working. Let's ship
Yeah.
this thing, right? So
Let's see it. Let's get it live.
we've tinkered with our contract and we've got it working. Let's actually let's take all this stuff out too. More cleaning, more cleaning.
Yeah.
Take out all console logs in the contract and this import. Right. I could just get in and delete it, but I like to tell it to go delete it. I don't know. Maybe it's faster. I don't know. Let's see if it what it does. But there we go. Cleaning out some stuff that we don't need. We probably don't need a lot of this stuff. Okay, so to push to production, we're going to have to do two things. We're going to have to deploy our contract to a live network, and then we're going to also have to put a front end up to like Vercel or IPFS. So starting with step one, we're going to need to deploy a contract. To deploy that contract, we're going to need to generate a deployer account. So actually, let me just show it. It'll give us the error. Yarn deploy. What network? What network? What's your favorite?
Celo.
Celo? Oh
Celo.
man, I don't even know. Is that like EVM compatible? I don't even have any
Yes, it
Celo, I
is. It's
don't
in the
think.
L2. I'm the head of
You're
DevRel at
right.
Celo.
Celo. Oh man, yes, Celo. I just saw Merrick. Oh man, is it not? It's CLO, right? Oh man,
Celo. Yeah, that's correct.
dang it. This is a bad demo. I will fix this. I will fix this.
Okay, we'll do it, and
Yes.
then when it's live on Celo, we'll do a Celo builder stage and do
Yes, let's
get
do a
everyone on Celo.
seller builder. Yes, dang it. I don't know why it's not in WAGMI yet, but it's, oh, wait. It is happy. Okay, so I might need you to send me some Cello. If you could
Oh,
send some,
I can send you Celo. Send me your wallet address.
let me send you my ENS. It's ATG.ETH. Got one of those three letters. If you could send me a little Cello, then I could send some Cello to our deployer.
Yes, I
But
can.
while we're working on that, let's yarn generate. It looks like it's going to let us send to Celo, which I've never deployed a contract to
Oh my
Celo. This will be a
goodness.
first time.
I'm
Okay, so we're going to
excited for you.
generate an account. We're going to give it a good password that is encrypted. Okay, now actually, it's this account. If you wanted to send a little to that second
Yeah,
address that I just
I'll
sent
send it
you,
to you. That one.
then maybe also send some to me so my address could go unlock the poem. Oh wait, but we're gonna need like $1. Maybe we could send it to you. You could share your screen and pay $1. Wait,
Yep.
if we're gonna put a real dollar into a real contract, we should have a withdraw function here so we could get our dollar back, right? Let's see, who is the owner of this? Um, yeah, maybe you send me your address and I'll make you the owner of the contract so you can withdraw the
Okay.
dollar. So
Sending
send
my
me, there we
address.
go. Got it. Okay. So I've got you there. And I think we're going to put
And
that
then do you want me
in.
to send any to your personal ETH?
You should send just like no, actually, don't even worry about me because you could do the demo
Cool.
or yes, you could send me, if you send me $1 and then send the deployer whatever we need to deploy a contract. I'm guessing it's like pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could do that, thank you so much. Yes, bankrolling. You're
Of course,
bankrolling this operation. I
I
appreciate
got you.
it.
I got you.
Okay, let's real quick, let's do a yarn deploy locally. Now that I have set you as the owner, I want to try it out and make sure it looks good. And the way you do that is just go to that debug contracts page and go look and see if the owner is right. And it is 3C, that's you, right? Does that look familiar?
Woohoo, that's me.
Yes, so then you'll be able to get into this debug page and you'll be able to go down here and you'll be able to click withdraw and it will hopefully withdraw the money to your
Once I'm
account.
connected.
Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, now let's go live now. No, not Crypto Hunter. Give us the real stuff here. No, oh, it's 3001 too. There we go. Okay, secret poem ready to go. It's now on hard hat. Okay, yarn deploy dash network Celo. I don't know. Did you send some money in? I guess we'll find out
I
in a
did
second.
send some money in.
Yes, okay. Use my
Yay.
password. First try, going live. First time I've ever deployed a contract to Celo. Holy cow.
Woohoo.
It
Now
worked.
you
It
can win
worked
Celo builder
first try.
rewards.
Yes. It worked first try. Okay, so now our app is still on hard hat. We need to make one other change, which we need to go to the scaffold config right here, and we need to go to chains dot Celo. Holy cow, it totally worked. And I'm going to do that real quick. And now, just by saving it, everything should now be on Celo. This should auto reload, and it's not going to let us do the thing where we have burner wallets anymore. Okay, it's still saying wrong network. Switch to Celo. Ah, see, it's like because it's Rainbow, it doesn't. Wait. Maybe I do need to switch networks. Yes, do you have Celo on here? Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no, Rainbow
Celo
wallet.
not on Rainbow.
We gotta get Mike Rainbow on this. He
Okay,
doesn't
let
have
me get
Celo. It's probably gonna have to be you that pays. Wait. You sent me money though. How do I? Hmm. If I
I
can't
did send money to
get
you.
Celo,
You can't do MetaMask, right?
let's see. Well, I can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's bring in the fox.
Typically,
Dang it.
I typically use MetaMask for development because it has every
Yeah.
chain.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so now we have MetaMask. Let's go ahead and disconnect and reconnect just in case. Bring in
Yay.
MetaMask. Okay. Okay. And then let's switch to Celo and it's gonna do that now. Okay, we're on Celo. We've got, so is
Yay.
it one Celo is $1?
No, one cell
Oh,
is like
okay.
depending on the day, like
Okay.
25 cents, 30 cents.
Oh,
Um,
okay. And also we're going to spend like a big fraction of that, right? So it's going to be
but I
like a
can send you
fraction
more.
of a
I can
fraction. No,
send
no,
you
no, no,
more.
no. We've got plenty. Okay.
Perfect.
So let's test it here. If I
Super cheap. We have
pay,
the cheapest gas fees. So
yes.
it's
If I
point oh oh
pay
oh one.
$1, it's going to work. Okay, this looks good. I kind of don't want to pay for it right now. I want to push the whole thing to production. So
Shoot.
we've
Do it.
pushed our live contract. We can see it here. If I click this, it's going to take us to Celo scan. Look at that. Everything is already on Celo now. I've never even deployed anything to Celo, and I've already got this on Celo scan. Let's try this. Yarn verify dash dash network. This isn't going to work. I'm going to need an API key for Celo scan. Yep, darn it.
You will
Okay, I
need,
would
yeah.
love to verify that contract automatically. What you have to do, builder at home, is you have to go in and set some kind of chain ID, or maybe I don't know exactly how you verify contracts on Celo scan, but
You
you
can go to
probably have
our
to put an
docs
API
and
key.
then verify,
Okay,
or just on Celo scan, you sign
there we
in, make an
go.
API key, and add your API key.
Okay, you'll
But
have to do that at
you'll find it
home.
on the docs. Ask the
Yes.
Celo docs.
Yes. Okay. So now we're going to go yarn Vercel YOLO prod, and we're going to push this thing out to production. So we actually have like a live URL that we can go to pay, or to pay 1.0001 Celo, and also for you to be able to debug. But it should look like this out live on the thing. I keep getting some small issues. What does this do? Oh, all right. All right. Dark mode. Okay. Cool.
Beautiful.
Okay. So this is going to take some time. While that's doing that, I don't know, we already went and looked at our contract. We looked at this, we've seen that. I guess there's
And if
not
you're
really,
completely, maybe
yeah,
you can talk about if you're completely new to Vercel and you haven't set it up yet,
yeah,
how you can like
yeah.
where
I
you
think you
go.
like go to vercel.com, right? Is
Yeah,
that
you
the
can.
way? You go here and you like create an account probably. Here's my
Exactly.
projects, right? And this is the project that we're like building right now, I think. Here comes the deployment. It thinks it's Crypto Hunter. I don't know why. But oh, because I've already deployed something there. That's why. But this is going
Yeah.
to deploy over the top of that. Okay. But we're building this always on, censorship resistant, no central point of failure kind of app. But Vercel is possibly a central point of failure. If you were deploying
That's
something,
true.
maybe Vercel wouldn't like that. So another thing you can do with Scaffold-ETH is you can do a yarn IPFS. And what that is going to do is it's going to build your app and it's going to deploy it to build guild IPFS. Let's see, ipfs.build.com. Maybe this is it. Nope, that's not it. Let's just type in build IPFS and see where it takes us. There it is. Okay. Oh, it's just BG IPFS. Okay.
BGAPFS.
So we
Nice. That's
have
nice.
our own pinner and our IPFS servers. So when you do yarn IPFS in Scaffold-ETH, it bumps it over to Build Guild and connects it and uploads it to Build Guild IPFS. And look at these little castles floating around. I totally vibe coded that in like 10 minutes. Aren't those cool? Like the cool
Oh my
floaty
God, those are so
castles. They're
cute.
like
I love
networked.
those
Yes.
little. Oh, that's
So
so
we
cute.
could technically do yarn IPFS and push it to IPFS. And then it's like super distributed and decentralized, right? Like in that case,
Yeah.
you couldn't shut it
No one's
down.
taking it down.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And
No
also,
censorship resistance.
yes,
How
yes.
long
And
does it
also
live
we need
forever?
to, no censorship, right? No censorship. We also need
Unless you
to,
guys stop running the servers.
right, right. You need to probably, exactly, you need to run your own IPFS pinner or incentivize someone to run their IPFS pinner and say,
Yeah,
hey, I've got this like content at this hash. Here's $100. Please run it for like the next 10 years. And you would do that with like a few people, and then it would be very distributed. And then it would like go peer to peer to find it, and you would have your app very distributed, very
very
censorship
distributed.
resistant. The next thing that you would block on here in terms of centralization is your RPC.
Yep.
Probably this is talking to a Celo RPC somewhere. You
Yes,
would
it
need to
is.
run your own RPC. And while I'm shilling, I'm going to do client.buildguild.com. You can run your own Ethereum client with one command by going to
No.
client.buildguild.com.
This
And
is
then
crazy. I didn't know about any of this stuff. I didn't realize you had all from the full stack. If you want to make your full censorship resistant app,
for
but
sure,
everything,
for
every
sure.
point of failure.
Yep, and we even have like our apps run on a what did I do? Mainnet dot maybe it's rpc.buildguild.com. Hold on. We have all of those clients that we have. All of us are running our own clients and they surface this RPC. And so then all of our apps are using this RPC. So we have this like whole Build Guild network of
Oh my God,
IPFS
that's
and
cool.
RPCs. Okay, our app is up. Here we go.
Yeah,
Here we go.
let's go check
It is
it out.
live at a URL. Let me send you the URL so you can get to it too.
Perfect. I'll open it up too.
Okay, here we go. So I'm actually going to pay for this now. So here is the live app. It took us 38 minutes, and really like the writing of the contract was about a minute, and the writing of the front end was about 2 minutes, and then it was
And
like
the
10
deploy.
minutes of cleaning and deploying. Yes. Okay.
Always
So
the
I'm.
DevOps is the worst part.
It is. It is. I love DevOps though. I love like Docker and stuff like this. Okay, here we go. Secret poem. Unlock the poem for 0.001. You sent me a bunch of Celo, so I have plenty to do this. Here we go. I'm gonna pay less than a penny and like far less than a penny. Point zero zero zero
It's
three
actually we have the cheapest
dollars.
gas fees
The
ever. So the
cheapest.
real price is
Amazing.
0.000, like a third.
Amazing. So probably that
Really good
contract
consumer.
was like super cheap to deploy too. All right, here we go.
Super cheap.
I paid some money. Does it reveal? There it is. There's our poem. Access
Yay!
granted to our poem in the chambers deep where shadows dance, where Ethereum's light holds its stance. A secret waits for those who dare to pay the price and show they care. Point zero
Oh,
zero one, the golden key, unlocks the words meant for thee. Smart contracts guard this sacred verse in the blockchain's endless universe. You'll have to get in and pay to read some more, but that's pretty
this is
cool.
so
I
good.
did
What a
it.
cool little poem.
Okay,
Okay, my
so
mini shill, my
yeah,
last mini
let's
shill is
go.
then you can take your contract address and you can create a project profile at Celo, and based off your contract address and how many transactions you do, we will always we'll reward you every month. You can check it out at builderscore.xyz/Celo. If
Builder
you're
score.
curious.
Okay, builder score
Dot
XYZ
XYZ.
slash
Maybe I'll just send you the link.
builder score dot X
Builderscore.xyz/Celo. Slash
C
Celo slash Celo.
slash Cello.
And
Amazing.
then based
Okay,
off
and
of
then what
your
do you do?
connected
You like,
contract address, you
okay.
can win.
So then I
Yay!
need
So
to
just
put
check that
in
out.
like my contract here, or what do I do? Where do I
Yeah,
put?
you'll say how to earn, and then it's a
Okay.
whole process of how to
Okay.
like do a
Okay.
thing and get a whole
Cool.
thing. But we don't have to do that yet. But if you have any deployed contract address, you are eligible to earn
Amazing.
monthly rewards.
A lot of homies
So
in the
these are
list too.
all the builders of the month, and
Yes.
you know
Love it.
it's some good chunks. It's some good
Love
money.
it. Love it. Ah,
So
Nicola is just hanging out with him. Shout out.
oh
He
no
went through
way!
the Build Guild batches. Yeah,
Oh my God. See, it's a great way. You go through build guild, you learn about
do it.
things, and then you build on Celo and you
Yes.
get all your friends to test your app and add more transaction volume and you'll win some monthly
Let's
rewards.
let's see how much the contract was to deploy. So here
Okay,
is
let's
the
check.
deployment contract. No, that was 2 minutes ago. Where is the here? Here was the contract. Oh, funded by what am I looking for? I'm looking for the deployment of this thing. Let's see. Wait. I think I've gotten lost. Let's go back to this. Here's the smart contract address.
Yeah.
Okay. And then contract creator here 10 minutes ago, maybe. There it is. There it is. Oh, wow. So it cost me oh, like
Look how
half a
cheap that
penny,
was.
like half a
Half a
penny
penny
to deploy
for
my
a
smart contract.
if you looked at the contract, it wasn't that simple. Yeah, it was
No,
a
no,
lot
no.
of
That was, yes,
there's a
that
lot
was,
of stuff in there.
we put a bunch of dumb stuff on chain. Let's be honest.
Bunch of them
There,
stuff on chain. It's
yes,
a little silly,
there's,
but like it's in
yes,
there.
there's a lot of stuff that
Look
we
at
put
that.
on chain that we didn't need. Like we could go like set the greeting here. We could say
That
like,
would I don't know how
hello,
much that would be on Ethereum because I
Celo.
haven't deployed on Ethereum in a
Oh,
while.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like in the
A
old
few
days, that would
dollars at least.
easily be like
Yes.
20 bucks.
I deployed a contract one time that was $1,500, but I did it on a
Oh my
live stream.
god.
I know it's so regrettable. Like I go back and watch that and I watch the video too, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, if I could like in the movie. Oh man, I forgot where he's like behind the bookcase and he's like yelling, like, don't go. And it's like me like yelling, like,
That's what
don't
you build on an
deploy.
L2. Build on
Yes,
an
yes.
L2.
Deploy on L2.
Oh, oh,
Hello, Celo,
horses.
hearts, hearts, hearts. And I'm actually gonna pay some money into the contract too. I'm gonna pay like point zero zero or point zero one. I don't know. And then we'll do times 10 to the 18. This is kind of a developer thing here. Then we'll hit send. So we're gonna set the greeting of our contract. Since we put all this extra stuff on chain, I'm using it, and I'm gonna say hello, Celo, hearts, hearts, hearts. And let's see if it
Cute.
loads. There it is. Yes, hearts, hearts. And now the premium is now set to true because I put some money in. And now there's like 0.12 Celo in our smart contract. So there it is. That's the whole thing. What we should do is have you go withdraw it now. Do you want to share your screen and withdraw,
All
or
right,
maybe
wait.
share just
Let
the
me get my
window?
screen
Yeah,
into
get a
a good
window.
place.
Just get a window up where you can share
Got it.
yourself going to that URL. And I think I sent the URL to you. It's that one
Yes,
right
I got
there.
it. I got it all.
Okay.
Only thing is, this screen is it says disabled. Screen sharing is disabled.
Oh, that's me. Okay, let me stop this and let me go here. Oh no. Oh no. And there we go. Okay, now how we doing? How we looking?
It's looking great. Okay,
Okay.
let me go here. I have a confession. I tested it out. I
Great,
tested it
great.
out,
You
and
already
I
paid.
had already
Okay.
done it. But we'll see. We'll go here. We'll go
Now we
to
want to
default contract,
withdraw. Yep. You
and
connect your
we'll. Okay,
contract, hit
perfect.
withdraw. You're doing
I
it.
refreshed. You can
Yep.
tell that I already.
Yep. And
We need
we'll know it
transaction.
works by if the contract is out of money. So if you scroll all the way up, yeah,
And then you
and
can
we'll
look at
see
here.
that there's zero in the contract now. See the balance
Oh,
up there? So we did it. It worked.
yay! There's nothing
Amazing.
out. It's gone. And I got all of my little transaction receipt here, and I can check it
Yep.
out. And I'll
Yep.
yay!
Yep. Amazing.
Solo scan.
Okay. And I'm running like an IPFS deployment here and it's going. I just wanted to see if it would work and it looks like it is, which is really cool. Uh
Fabulous. Oh,
yeah.
that is really cool. I've
Yeah.
never used that yet. So after this call, I'm gonna test that out because
Heck yeah.
that's so cool. I didn't realize you could.
Heck
I didn't
yeah.
realize you guys were all running your own.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So much stuff. Okay, so I mean here was the initial prompt, right? Like everything we built was like right. Oh, I don't know. I lost it. Uh here access secret poem. Like all we did was like download Scaffold-ETH and we kind of gave it like these 3 lines of text and basically it built everything we needed and we had to like clean some things up from there. But that's pretty fast, right? That's maybe the fastest
Super
on-chain
fast.
vibe code you've done, maybe?
Yeah, that is not. Yeah, that is one of the fastest ones. We have a scaffold fork, so it's exactly
Oh,
scaffold.eth that we
cool.
forked just for Celo, I will
Amazing.
say. And we made that into an MCP that you can
Ooh,
fully just call. So you can say like create one, and then it has templates already made with these different templates, and it's all Scaffold-ETH, so it's a fork.
that's
So we
amazing.
literally just copied all you guys,
That's
but with like
amazing.
some custom existing templates. That one I will say is just slightly faster because it's already all there with
Ooh.
like it's connected, all that stuff. But this is a lot more flexible if you're trying to do, if you don't want a template, you want anything, you want to like have all of these tools at your disposal. This is really cool. This is probably one of the best on-chain things I've seen.
Well, I didn't know I would
On-chain.
be competing with the scaffold fork. I think let's
It's
not
yeah,
lose. Everyone's a winner here. I love it.
everyone's a winner. It's a scaffold fork. That's literally what
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
Like,
And if
I'm
you
so
want
excited.
to check out our poem, so then you would go to Vercel and you'd put a domain going to it. You'd go get like beautifulpoem.com for money or something and point it at it.
Exactly.
But if you want to, it's Next.js ETA 3-41. That's where our poem is. There's the whole poem right there. It's beautiful. Web3 whispers, ancient truths, decentralized, bearing fruits. Thank you,
Oh,
Sophia. Sophia, do maybe we do another Celo build one of these days, but we
oh
kind
my
of did
God,
it,
we would
right?
love to have you on our
Of
builder stage. We
course.
do it once every other week, and we'd love to highlight you, show
Let's go.
scaffold.eth, show all the builders how to use scaffold.eth. Maybe you can even use our Celo MCP.
Yes.
We have a UI library specific for Celo, so you can just pull in all the components already, and they're like Celo specific designs, which is kind of fun on your
Sounds great.
scaffold.eth. So you can like,
Sounds great.
that's
Let's do
so
it.
cute.
That sounds awesome.
So
Yes. And I'm
fun.
like an old dog, so it takes me a while to figure out MCP. So I'll learn some new tricks
You
on
know,
that.
the installing is the hardest part of the MCP. And then once you got it installed, it's so easy. Just in your
Magic.
cursor, you can be like, what can I do with my MCP? And it'll tell you everything. And then it'll
Neat.
be like, list out all these things. What are the components I can use? And it'll list out all the components. So I'll be like, what are the templates I can use? List out all the templates. So
Let's
nice.
go. Amazing. Okay,
It's really
let's
cool.
do it. Sophia, thank you
Yeah,
so much. Thank you for being
I was
here.
honored. Thank you for having me. So great
Awesome.
chatting.
Hearts,
Talk
hearts. See
soon.
you. Thank